Did you have a problem with your mask?
I don't have a problem.
You were not talking to anybody.
I wasn't feeling the crowd.
So dressed now.
Finally, did show up.
It's not easy today.
You're mad.
See, I wasn't expecting this.
Wow.
The beach house is amazing.
Where they will rob you guys.
Seriously, guys, in the Real Housewives of Lagos, it is everything you see in the everyday woman is exactly what is in the Real Housewives of Lagos. Like, guys, I don't know, but everything about this this Real Housewives of Lagos is just legit original. This is what I mean, like the fakeness, the realness is just it for me. You guys, I'm gonna be giving you all the gist on what went down in the episode 2 of the Real Housewives of Lagos. Guys, if you're ready for this gist, I'm ready to serve it as usual. Thank you for stopping by. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing by clicking on the subscribe button right now and turn on the post notification bell. Guys, let me load you up with what went down in the episode 2. So guys, in the episode 1, you guys remember that this ladies met up in Tiana's baby's business launch, Eliora. And you know, that was where Laura was giving them attitude, right? That was where episode 1 ended. Now the episode 2, you know, in episode 1, Bojo had actually invited them to come over to her beach party and all that. So guys, I mean, literally we saw that happen. It was a lit affair. I mean, the glam and glitz in the show is super epic. I ain't gonna lie one bit. And so we actually saw Yabojo give these women exclusive treatment, from the bus rides, going to their house to pick them one after the other, to getting to the beach house. It was really dope, like super dope. So I mean, it was just classy, all shades of classy. They had time, they played, and then at night they had this swimming party that actually happened. You guys, it was just very hilarious. I mean, it was super hilarious. Now in that while they were swimming anyway, you know, I don't know, Choma is just that flexible bee, you know, and then we actually saw her doing most of the swimming. Yabojo was just acting like like a doll, and you know, they had to get her floater. She swam with them, you know, guys. They just literally had a great time. And then they were having this brunch dinner, and guys, in that dinner, the lies that were coming out from Caroline's mouth, 1 minute baby girl is saying, you know, what really hurt me about my marriage was that people felt like I got married to Danjuma because of his money, because I didn't even know his worth. And I'm like, really? I mean, the lies that comes out from the mouth of these people, it was just so epic. So we actually heard Caroline say, you know what, I didn't know what my ex-husband's net worth was, and people felt like I married him because of his money. And then at the same time, baby girl that is saying that she did not marry for money, saying that I need a rich old man. In fact, I don't mind meeting up in 90. Like, I'm like, baby girl, what's your problem? So we actually saw them like have mini chats. Guys, the whole gist didn't really start there. You know, where the gist really started was when it was the next day. And then of course, I think there was this very interesting dance class. So in that dance class, guys, we actually saw an instructor come take them on some sexual dancing, and Caroline was just a clown. I don't know, man, but for me, I feel like Caroline is just a clown in that game. So we actually saw Caroline laugh almost all through it before they now got serious. She was expecting something like the Kafi kind of dancing steps. So this one is just saying touch your body and move. Anyways, I mean, after that, we actually saw these ladies like really flex at the beach house. So they got Yabojo woke up in the morning. I think I'm just jumping this whole thing, but anyways, I'm just trying to get to the bottom of where the hot gist was. So we actually saw Yabojo wake up, and the first person she went to meet was Caroline. You know, they were all dressed sexily. I mean, Yabojo, like, literally, like, I mean, that place was dope, VIP. I'm not gonna lie, everything about that party house, beach house was just dope. So we actually saw them move from room to room, and then picked up everybody, like checking up on all the girls. And the last person was Tiana Tony. You know, she would always be the drama queen. I think I really liked Choma's dressing. Out of all the, I don't know, but there's all this, you guys know, there's this fashion competition among the ladies. There's just this slay competition that is just like, okay, nobody's winning. You guys are all equal in this game. So we actually saw them really like go out to have fun. You know, they went to the beach. They had a lot of things. Guys, at the end of the day, the gist started when they were in the beach house, and then they were having this truth or dare game. Okay, I'm gonna call it truth or dare because they called it the land of no return. And why they were playing that game, guys? Why they were playing that game, guys? I'm going to say something. I mean, you know, it's just like whispers. It's just like a truth or dare game where sensitive things will be spilled. So the game was more like you whisper into somebody's ears. You ask a question. You whisper into somebody's ears. You ask a question. You get it right. You get it wrong. You sip alcohol. So it was just like that. Now everybody played the game. You guys know Laura was obviously the missing person. I mean, you guys, they haven't shown the hookup with Mariam, so we still are yet to see Mariam like join the setting. And see, I'm not gonna lie, going back to the Laura thing, I personally feel like Laura is trying too hard. I'm not gonna lie. One of my very biggest thoughts about Laura is she's trying too hard to stand out. Laura not going to that beach party was just, I know there's probably beef somewhere. There's probably this challenge Choma has with Choma, because we could tell that beef was there at the first meeting when Choma was saying, you know, I know her, and then you're saying when Choma called Laura a client instead of a friend, like that was where I noticed the beef. So clearly, I mean, Laura has beef. I mean, according to Yabojo, she was like, Choma is Laura is pretending she's a social butterfly on social media, but in here she's giving us cold feet and whatever. So for me, I just feel like Laura is just trying so hard to stand out. Like, I personally feel like Laura is like the poorest among them. You guys know that none of these women are poor. They already are ranking in millions of dollars when it comes to their worth. So, but I just feel like Laura is just that person who's just trying not to she's just, I don't know, but I just feel like she's trying too hard to stand out. If my thoughts are shaky, let me know. What are your thoughts? So literally, it was more like when they were playing that game, they couldn't just keep Laura's name out of their mouth. They kept talking about Laura. At the point, Iyabojo was like, you know what, Laura is not here, but it doesn't mean that she's not going to play the game. And then we saw Iyabojo mimicking Laura and asking questions and saying things that Laura would ordinarily say. Like, it was just hilarious watching them. Anyways, there were a lot of things that actually happened in between. Afterwards, we actually saw where Chioma and Caroline were having this yoga session after they had finished up with their beach party. And then the question was, why did Laura not show up? You know, everybody at the back of their head is just asking this big question of, why did Laura not show up? Why did Laura not show up? And in my head, I'm like, the first basketball is about to start, because, you know, different thoughts were coming in. And I think the real beef between Chioma and Laura, we are going to get that gist. I'm not going to say it yet, because for me it's still not clear. It's still not certain. I don't want to give you wishy-washy gist. So at the end of the day, we just literally saw them just play around. So the whole bone of contention is that they actually went to the beach house. They had fun. They called Laura. Laura was also at the poolside having fun with her family. And I'm like, so you wanted to go to the beach and you were missing not going to the beach and you have to do it with your family. I don't know, but me, I just feel like Laura is pretending. I'm sorry, but this is just my thoughts. And, you know, literally it was just all fun. We actually saw, there was this part you saw Iyabojo and the daughter, you know, and then she was like, I like early marriage, when are you going to get married? And she's like, you know what, I'm giving you to get married at worst 24 and a half years. That was a cute mama moment. So Yabo actually has 2 kids, a boy and a girl, biological, and then she has 5 adopted children. I'm like, okay, cool chicks. For me, I feel Laura is just going to be the villain in the show. I feel Caroline is just this double agent woman. She's two-faced. We don't know where she really stands. I think Caroline is really the gold digger in that team. She is the biggest gold digger in that team. For Tiana, I think Tiana is the real. Like, I mean, imagine when they were doing their dancing, freestyling, we could still see Tiana bring in the Jaguda style, like the tout style, like the shocky style. I don't know, but I don't know who's the realest for you when we look at this housemates. So guys, I don't know, but that was literally everything that happened in the episode 2. But the trailer for the next episode is really wild because we actually saw these women like have a confrontation. So obviously, there's been leaked conversation. Iyabo actually exposed one of Laura's secrets, and Laura was literally mad. Guys, I don't know how it's going to be, but I can tell you that the next episode, the season, episode 3 of the Real Housewives of Lagos, we're going to get to understand what the real beef between these women is, especially between Chioma and Laura. For now, I'm not going to say so much about that. I'm going to be looking forward to having that conversation in full the next time we watch the episode 3. Guys, this is literally everything that went down. If I did forget anything, I'll probably just take it up from where I stopped for now. Thank you so much for your watch time. I'm going to see you all in another episode. Ciao, ciao, guys.